finish up our subtraction. We've been doing them on subtraction sort of all week, and we're going to do our last subtraction today. So some of the strategies just before we start to remind us that you guys liked with solving subtraction problems mentally is counting on. That's where you went from the smaller number, you add it till you got to the larger number in chunks. Remember your friendly number chunks. So one strategy was counting on. One was separating by place value, but only if there was no regrouping. And then one was subtracting off friendly number chunks. So if you've solved and you've come up with one strategy, maybe look up here and try and see if one of those other strategies works to show me other ones. So show me what we do when we're ready. When we're here on the carpet and we're ready to start. Yes, we do the fist, kind of like a brain. And show me what we do when we have solved it mentally. Thank you. We do the thumbs up. And once you've solved it one way, I need to see your sign. What do you do when you've solved it another way? Show me, Carla. When you've solved it, then you have another strategy. So now you have two strategies. What does it look like? Looks like this. It's one other finger. So this represents your solve and your first strategy, second strategy, and third strategy. Show me. Yes, third strategy. Remember, we have quiet think time, and we don't give a response to any of the answers when our friends say answers. You think in your head if you think they're reasonable or not reasonable. Who can explain real quick what reasonable and not reasonable means in your own words? Juan.
Reasonable means that it's close to the answer, and unreasonable is like it's like way past it.
Yeah, it's way too far off. Perfect. Thank you for that. Let's see. We're gonna do. To get one strategy, start thinking about these other ones. If there's another way you could explain it. Same answer twice, and no response to the answers. Gabriel.
158.
John Anthony.
148. I thought it was minus. Oh, no.
David.
242.
Ashton.
185.
Jacqueline.
159.
Aria.
158. Sorry.
Alberto.
168.
Be looking up here and think what you think of the answer. Sophia.
128.
Okay. And Paulina.
238.
And one.
169.
I want you to look up here at these answers, and I want you to turn near you and quietly talk about any you think may not be reasonable and why. showed you yesterday with figuring out kind of if it's reasonable or not. Does anyone remember what we did to the numbers? Aria.
We counted off chunks.
Well, that was our strategy, but does anyone remember what we did to the answers real quick just to see? You want to try again? Aria.
We broke it apart. We broke the number apart and we did the easiest minus.
Starts with an R. It's the shape of like a circle. Cameron. We rounded it. So 142 is real close to what friendly number? Sorry.
140.
140. So when you're thinking of reasonableness, you could even take this to 150 or even 100 if you had to. And that would be your estimate. So the answer should be close to about 300 minus 100 or about 300 minus 150. So when you're looking at reasonableness, that's what you can use, kind of these larger landmark numbers when you estimate. Let's hear a strategy. Cameron, you want to start us off? Talk me through it. Please be listening so you're ready to discuss the strategies.
So you take the 100 from 142.
Okay?
And you take the 300 and subtract those.
Subtract what from what?
Subtract 300 from 100.
Like that? So you're getting 200, which lets me know that you subtracted 100 from 300, right? Yes, you took 100 away from 300. So she took her 142, she broke it into friendlier chunks. Her first chunk was 100. What are you going to break it into next? What's our next problem?
Take away 42 from 200.
Okay? Could we make that 42 into an even friendlier chunk, 2 parts?
Oh, 200 minus 40.
200 minus 40, let's go there. And what would we get, Cameron?
You get 240.
Remember, you're subtracting. Okay?
And then you take away 2 from that.
Does anyone want to add on to that one? John Anthony,
What I do,
you want to go on the same one?
so I did 300 minus 100 and then equal to 200 and then 200 minus 40 I put 160 and then 160 minus 2 would equal 168.
I'm going to write yours down. 300 minus 100 equals 200. And then you did 200 minus 40 equals 60. And then you said 60 minus 2 equals what? 168? Look at it on the board. Do we have a third strategy? Gabriel.
What I do is 300 minus 40, minus 40,
Okay.
and then which equals 160,
You need to stop.
and then I did 160 minus 2, and equals 158.
So you all use the same strategy of subtracting off chunks, right? Friendly or numbered chunks. This one, Cameron subtracted off 142. John Anthony subtracted off 142. And Gabriel subtracted off 132. So they all had that in common, right? But here, does somebody want to add on to this one or this one? Aria.
Can I add on to both?
Please choose one.
Down to the top.
Okay.
I would add on is that 200 minus 40 does not equal 140 equals 160.
Let's figure it out. So how can we split up 40? What's a friendly number in 40? There's 4 of them. What are they, Carmen?
20.
Well, 20s or Zuri?
10s.
10s. There's 4 10s. Everyone start with 200. Let's go down 10 together. What are we at?
90.
Not 90. If we were at 200 and we've gone down 10, we are at,
100.
tell your shoulder partner, we're at 200, we go down 10. What are we at?
We're at 200.
Raise your hand when you think you know. Okay, thank you. David, we were at 200, we went down 10, what are we at? 190. Go down 10 again, what are we at? 180, that's 2 of those 10s. Go down 10 again, what are we at? 170, go down 10 again. 160, so 200 minus 40 is 160. So if we change this one to 160, how would our answer change, Cameron? 160, take away 2, minus 2. What's 160 minus 1? No, not 69. Talk it over with your partner. 160 minus 1. Raise your hand when you know 160, take away 1. 160, subtract 1. Alberto.
58. Yeah, 59.
159. So what would be 160 take away 2? 158. Do we have 2 strategies with the same answer?
Yeah.
Tell your shoulder partner what 2 strategies have the same answer. I heard it. 1 and 3. So we need to figure out 2. So let's look at it. We've got 300 minus 100 equals 200. Thumbs up? Yes or no? 300 minus 100 equals 200. Show me. Thumbs up. Thank you. 200 minus 40 equals 60?
Nope.
We just solved that one. John Anthony, what is 200 minus 40? 160. So now we have 160 minus 2. I've seen that before. Everyone tell me the answer.
158.
So the answer was 158. I know that a lot of you guys, show me too if you subtracted in chunks. If you use the strategy subtracting in chunks to solve this at the beginning, show me the sign, me too. Did anyone add on in chunks? What? So you guys really like the subtracting in chunks strategy. Thank you. Please return to your seats and show me who is ready.